I would like to thank the media for partnering with us on this democratic journey so far. Because we are here together, the media is also one of the stakeholders as far as the electoral process is concerned. So the need for us to gather here to give you on our state of preparedness for this coming election. As you are all aware, the election is less than 48 hours, and we need to brief you on what you have done, what is on ground, what to expect, and your role as far as making success out of this election. So we are very grateful that you have followed our invitation, and we believe in you. And as far as media reporting is concerned, we implore you that on the election day, we are pleading, let us make sure that our report is balanced, unbiased, and to be the true state of things. And at the same time, if there needs for any clarification on any issue, we in LASIEC are available so that you can clear information that are disturbing you. Because we don't want a report that can instigate violence or any other thing. So on that note, I will say welcome once again the ability. I will now hand over the microphone forward to our PRO to proceed.
July is the day of the election. And I will tell you that, as I said, enhancing free, fair, and credible local government elections cannot be overemphasized. So, its functions go beyond mere reporting. It serves as a watchdog, educator, and a bridge between electoral stakeholders and the public. This engagement, therefore, is an opportunity to formally brief the public through you as the first step of the realm of the stage of our preparedness, and also to reaffirm our unwavering commitment to deliver a free, a fair, credible, inclusive, and peaceful local government elections. On Saturday, the 12th day of July 2025, as I earlier mentioned, negotiations across the 20 local governments and 37 LCDAs, that is local council development areas of the state, will go out to cast their votes, to choose their leader, to choose the person they want at the local government level as part of the orderly transfer of power in a democratic manner. 57 chairman positions are being contested for, as well as 57 vice chairmanship positions. We have 376 councillorship positions to be contested for. The elections will be held in all the 13,325 polling units across the state. That's how many we have. 13,325 polling units across the state. And the total number of registered voters stands at 7,060,195. I'll repeat that figure. 7,060,195. The number of PVC collected from the registered voters is 6,214,970. Meanwhile, this means that we have uncollected PVC 845,225. They're still with our name. The total number of registered political parties was 19, while only 15 are participating, because they're the only ones that collected forms and returned forms and filled the names of candidates. The development that leads to a free, fair, and credible election starts with the promotion of public confidence and trust in the process. The Commission has been engaging with political parties. We've engaged with civil society organizations, security agencies, the media, the youth, markets with men and women, religious bodies, persons with disabilities, that's PWD, and other key stakeholders, and through consultations, through meetings and advocacy visits to promote inclusivity and transparency. At the beginning of this exercise, we were sworn in on the 10th day of January 2025, and immediately that same day, we were all at the commission, and we started the first meeting on the 13th day of January, which was the Monday 2025. We called parties for meeting under IPAC, that's their body. We issued notice of election, and we also issued election guidelines, which officially kick-started the electoral process. Before the guidelines and before the timetable, we visited all the 20 local governments and the 37 LCDAs. We visited our offices. The law allows us to have offices in each local government and each LCDA. We visited the LASIEC office in each of those offices. The Commission, I will tell you, is religiously following the implementation within the ambit of the law. We have compiled the laws of the electoral laws that we're using, the laws of the LASIEC law 2008, with all the amendments. We have the compilation, and we give parties so that everybody will familiarize themselves with what happen to be our own guidelines and our Bible that we follow. That's the constitution we followed. We have taken comprehensive steps in line with our constitutional mandate and electoral guidelines to ensure a seamless process. In order to build a collaborative effort in stemming the tide of voter apathy, the Commission embarked on stakeholders and sensitization programs in all the 5 divisions of the state. The 5 divisions, that is the Bile. We held stakeholders meetings in Ikeja. We held in Badagry. We held in Korodu, Lagos Island, and Ekwe. We also partner with relevant organizations, adopted different strategies of voter education and media sensitization. As a matter of fact, the main voters education was centered in our 3 senatorial districts. Before, we now had pockets of voters education. We were everywhere. We were at Unilag, we were civil service club, we were at Epe club. We went around. Indeed, we made sure that markets, we were there, all the markets, women and men. We also had education, voters education, with our PWDs, people with disabilities. I think we had it here. Was it this place? They were the only ones, because we wanted them to know that everybody is special, especially them. And we also partnered with the youth. We also had meetings with the youth. We had outdoor advertising and branding to reach out to voting public. We had kids, we had acting, we had people in the market. We had gone through a lot of interviews. I've done so many interviews, even radio interviews very early in the morning, like 6 a.m., some very late, like 9 p.m. And you can see all around Lagos, all our the BRT in Lagos, they all carry our stickers. You can see the commercial vehicles, the yellow ones, they all carry our stickers. You can also see what we popularly call Marwa. They all carry our stickers up to Badagry, up to Ekpe, Ikorodu, name it. I'm sure you also see our banners. We see our billboards everywhere to let people know that there is going to be an election, and we inform them of when the election is going to take place. During voter education, we also educated them how they're meant to vote. All the while, we never let the security alone because we know that security is important. I visited the Inspector General of Police at Abuja to seek for that huge support. And the CP here is very, very proactive regarding security. As I did say, even today, I'm just coming from security meeting. We also have trained our EOs, that's electoral officers. Apart from the EOs, we have assistant EOs that we heard from the mainstream, because we don't want anyone that when we finish will not be available in case there is any prosecution of any of these matters, so that they can give evidence. We have ad hoc staff that we have trained. We have gone into several trainings, including ourselves. We have trained ourselves as well, because we know that we must know what we're doing before you ask someone to do anything properly. We also went into our archives. There's our records. When we came in, we did find what went wrong the last time. We did find what was done very properly, and we did find also some that we can improve upon. So that propelled us. It gave us direction to know how to move and where to move. We also did something that I found important. We had medical examination for all our staffs, inside and outside. When I mean inside the office. Outside are electoral officers in every local government and LCDAs, inclusive of ourselves, to see that if you want to send someone on the field, that the person is fit and proper. As part of our preparations also for the election, we have all our materials. It took a while. Definitely, there are some, especially printing, that took time. Every printing material would have to be read before it's printed, and it takes time. So we have sensitive materials we have non-sensitive materials. They are already. All these materials are already. And some have already been deployed. We have our stores, storages in each local government and LCDAs. We make sure that some that we found not conducive, they were quickly renovated to meet the needs of the Commission for this purpose. We also have central warehouses that presently house these our materials. And we move them into our 3 senatorial districts so that it will be very easy for us to move the day we have distributed. We have met again with IPAC, that are the parties, because we know the parties are important. It's because of them that the elections are holding, because they are the candidates. We've had several meetings with them. And apart from that, we have trained our staff in-house as well, and we have done the validation. The validation took some time and took a lot of our energy, because most of the time we stepped in the offices. Some of them we could not even, they did not finish. Some parties did not finish because of a large amount of candidates till about 5:30 in the morning. And that was how we went through them, because we had to make sure we saw every candidate that filled the form. Voting process, I would say, starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. Really, I would say that's the traditional period. And each voter shall cast his or her vote at the polling unit where he or she registered. We have seen pasted the voters, our voters list a long time ago, so that you can go and check. The reason why it's very important to check is that last time, 2021, we had 8,000 polling units. 8,000. And INEC believe that we should bring polling units nearer home. Because of that, they have designated 13,325 polling units. So it is advisable to check so that you know where your polling unit is. And I'm sure, happily I would say, it will be nearer you than the last time. Each voter shall cast his or her vote at the polling unit, and persons living with disabilities will be adequately assisted in the election process. How, you want to ask me? We have allowed anyone with disability to bring an aid to help. And this we have informed our polling agents. We have equally informed our security agents to say, when you see somebody who is assisting, please do not disallow. Apart from that, we are giving them priority. Priorities, we first of all gave them free form, anyone with disability. We gave women free form. We gave the youth free form so that they will be encouraged. At the polling units, priorities will be given, apart from PWDs, will be given to the aged, will be given to pregnant women, will be given to nursing mothers, so that they don't keep them waiting. All this, we have educated our own staff and also informed and advised the agencies. Security of lives and properties, as well as safety of materials before, during, and after the election is very fundamental and is being given topmost priority. This commission has not taken anything for granted. We have moved every stone necessary. Electorates and negotiations are being assured that there will be adequate security beyond the exercise. As a matter of fact, the same promise that the IG and the Commissioner of Police, CP, and all other supportive agencies, one of them that I'm holding very tight is the fact that there will be at least 4 security agents at one polling unit. You want to ask me 13,325? I asked that question. I did, and they said definitely it's going to happen. And we're feeling the fact that security agencies are being moved into the states to make sure that they keep to that promise of at least 4 agents at one polling unit. Members of Nigerian police, Nigerian security, civil defense, the DSS, all of them, they shall be the first responders while the joint military patrol, that's OC Mensa, shall equally be on standby. So we're still assuring negotiations that definitely there's going to be a lot of difference, and this difference is going to be very positive regarding security. Distinguished gentlemen of the press, I respect each and every one of you. Without the press, there is no knowledge of what is going on. And we hear through you. We even see through you. And some of us, we act through you. The commission, as I did say, is leaving no stone unturned to ensure a successful, free, fair, and credible election. And I'm now adding peaceful election. We seek that it is devoid of violence, it is devoid of intimidation, it is devoid of harassment. We count on you all for an unbiased and balanced reportage of the exercise. And my appeal to all the candidates is to uphold the democratic values and conduct themselves with decorum, with maturity, and respect for the rule of law. The commission remains non-partisan. None of us is carrying any card. And we're not going to condone any form of electoral malpractice or violence. That's why, as the security is there to keep and give you comfort, that's how they're also there to pick anyone that decides to do otherwise. To the electorate, I say this: your vote is your voice. Your voice is your power. Why do you want to sell your power? Why do you want to sell your votes? Why would you even decide to keep silent? Silence is golden, someone will tell me, and I will say agree. So much so, but not every time. Sometimes silence is dangerous, especially when you have a voice and you are not speaking out. Speak out. The way you can speak out now is to go out and vote. Don't sit down. Don't state that, oh, we know how it's going to be. No, you are here. You are alive by the grace of God. Fight for your right. Don't sell your right. Don't trade your right for your future and the future of your children. You are part of a community. You have a right to choose who you want in that community. Do it now, as they will say in court, or you keep silent forever. You have your right, your voice, and your vote. And this election is one that is very important, except one does not realize it. Because it's the one that touches the grassroots. It's the one that touch you and touch your children. Please go and lay a foundation, a good foundation for your children and for your future. LASIEC is prepared for this election. Every necessary measure has been put in place. We have found the right blogs. We have found the right pens. We have plugged them in the right position. That is our duty. That is our mandate, to conduct an election. It takes a lot to prepare for one. We have been strengthened, and God has all along been upholding us. Now we're here, which is in regard of the mode of to be taken for the election. I will tell you that we have a device that we're going to use, and we have tried it through the telephone. We have data. We try them all around, even the riverine areas, and we believe they will work. I will always quickly add that where we find difficulties that they're not working, then we have an option, and the option is just to go back and do the normal standard that we know. You see, the beavers and what the device that we have found, they're doing the same thing. And what are they doing? Just accreditation of voters. And if we do find some devices, if they do work, we use it. Where we find, don't waste your time. We see your name, we see your card, go through the register, and we find it for you. Because all you need to do is to make sure you are accredited. How it is done, if at the purpose you find that it's not fast enough or the device is not helping, then we use the standard one. That's it. Because somewhere it can work, because we've gone around Lagos, especially the riverine side. We've gone around Lagos. Some were fast in responding and some were not. So that is the answer of the commission. We have worked on a device, so the telephone. We believe we can rely on it. But if we cannot, then we go to the standard mode of voting. Thank you. The protest yesterday, I will sincerely, first of all, say no. I am not aware of the protest, and but I will also sincerely tell you that the only way, if you believe anything should be postponed in this type of regard, is only the courts. It's only the courts that can give such order. And if we do not have that, then we're going on with the election. We don't have any court process to stop the election. There is one interesting question, that what would we do if a ballot box is snatched, or instance where a ballot box is snatched? I want to pray that no one is working towards snatching ballot boxes. And why would anyone anyway decide to snatch a ballot box? But instances like that, I repeated it more than once, that we have at least 4 security agents at that polling unit. So they will know what to do. The security agents will know what to do. But we are not anticipating anything like that. And we believe nothing like that will happen. Regarding transportation and our staff not starting early, we have made a lot of preparation with transporters that will take them. We have also made sure that some of them, the polling agents, they are near that area where they're going to work, meaning that we have assigned like ad hoc, like EOs, like AEOs, where they are, because our EOs stay in that area where they work. So with that, you have people at the polling units when you get there. You have security agents at polling units when you get there. You have the materials at the polling unit when you get there. We do not intend to keep anyone waiting. We respect people and we respect your time. And we know time is everything. We know time is everything. We have made sure we have put a lot on ground, especially when you talk of movement. We have put a lot of ground with transportation. So we believe that they're going to get there very, very early. I don't know. Again, if I can go back to ballot box, I want to add again, in case there's anything like that, in case, yes, I can be there. Well, there'll be a by-election, definitely. That is what happens. Means that we are not going to pursue anyone. The police definitely will pursue the person. And when they not get the person, we will not be able to act on that box anymore, because we don't know what will have happened. So that is there will be a by-election. But we pray that nothing like that happens. Validation. Regarding validation, today is Thursday. The list came out on Tuesday, early hours of Tuesday, very early on Tuesday. And we've even had meetings with parties. They are the candidates that stalled it coming out. The candidates themselves, and they know it, and they accepted it. Because for validation, you would need documents to show, because they filled forms and they attached copies for the credentials. All these are what the law demands from them. It's not what LASIEC gave to them to bring. They know they're meant to. And they were meant to bring the original. Some of them did not even fill these forms. You just got their names and they left the forms blank. So they were the ones that kept LASIEC from not bringing out the validation, the list of candidates. And because they pleaded they will bring this. So we had to wait again for them to. Some did, some eventually did not. And we had to do that to stretch ourselves because we want them to participate. We want free and fair election. So that was why we gave them the opportunity. That was why we gave them the opportunity. But the lists have been out and they have seen them. That's the important thing, the lists are out. We have some mitigations pending. Yes, mitigations are pending. And we have our own external solicitors as well. But there is no stay. We do not have any stay from any court. We do not have any order to stay. So definitely we can conduct elections. That's what it means. Can conduct elections. The court process are very, very explicit and it goes straight to the point. It's all right. It's one thing to file processes. It's another to stop action. No one has stopped the action. And that is it. Us conducting this election does not contravene any section 103. But it will be very unprofessional of me right now to now dabble into a discussion regarding matters that are in court. I'm sure you will agree with me. When a matter is in court, you cannot give an opinion on it. And I'm not going to offer media trial here so that I don't give media judgment. If it's in court, we leave it to the courts. That is what I'm going to say about that. If it's a matter before the court, we call it in sub judice, then let the court decide. Usually, the collation of results, usually the councillorship, we have it at the wards. That's the usual thing. We have not changed anything. And chairmanship, collation centers, that's at the local government. That's also the usual thing. There is no change. We've gone through elections 4 yearly. We have procedures the same 4 yearly. Even when laws were amended from 2008, it still has not changed that mode. And that's what we're going to follow. As we have brought it out in our polls time for election is 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's our own period of election, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we are going to keep to that time of that 8 a.m. and to 3 p.m. Please, if I have not answered your question,
Yes, Madam Chairman.
just a moment. The questions, please, if I want have answered your question before I take another set of questions, please. Yes, please. If you have another question, I'm here. I want to answer.